One of the things I wanted to try and do in this recording was actually reflect on the three different levels of singing that you find both within the structure of the schools and the church congregations, but also within the structure of the education system in terms of music. So that's what everybody does, the chorale, being able to sing the chorales in unison. Then the next level, of course, is to be able to sing harmony, largely homophony, but sometimes various forms of polyphony. So this is moving, as it were, to the harmonized chorale, but also towards the motet. And by that I mean the traditional motet genres going right back to the 16th century. Both of his passions to flow directly into it, which actually gives you a different shape, I think, to the ending of both passions, because we tend to think of them as ending in two very different ways, and that's it, that's the end of the concert, that's the end of the meditation, or however you might think of it. But in fact, it flows into something else, an earlier piece of music, which gives it a different character. It's as if this music sort of is like a sort of vision that comes out and recedes back into a preceding, pre-existent structure, the structure of the Lutheran Vesper liturgy. The use of the soloists as the leaders of the respective voice parts in the chorus is something that's fairly well documented in Bach sources, and indeed for many other composers as well, in the German traditions, but also elsewhere, Italy and so on. So it's a very clear tradition. Early notions of one voice per part or soloist-led singing went perhaps along the wrong track, because what people often believed was that you take what was the traditional Bach chorus and then you strip it down and like peeling off layers of paint and end up with something purer and smaller and somehow better for you, like Albran. But I think that attitude of taking away actually, to my mind at least, goes in the wrong direction, because actually by putting the soloists in as the chorus leaders, you actually add something. You're adding a soloistic line, something dramatic, something which is quite different from standard traditional motet singing. The rhythm that a liturgy suggests or represents might well already be part of the way Bach wrote the Passions, both Passions, but particularly the John Passion, and therefore recreating the liturgy around this might well bring out something in the overall shape and experience of the piece that we hadn't really fully realised before.